Hello internet, another wrap-up video thing, and this is going to be a wrap-up that revolves around the NEWTS readathon. This time it's going to be Defense Against the Dark Arts, and the first prompt is read a book that's the last book in a series. This was either the very last book in the series or the most recent book out of the series, therefore the last book that is available at this moment in time. I read Snot Girl Volume 2. This was a reread. I just wanted to read Volume 1 and Volume 2 close together. And try to figure out if it made more sense now that I read them back to back. Not much, to be honest, but the art is pretty, and that's what it has going for it. The second prompt was to read a book that had a foiled cover. For this, I read Bone Witch by... I can't remember her name! But Bone Witch, this is the first in a series. So Bone Witch follows, and for the foiled cover parts, there's like these foiled gold foily things, designs around it, that's all in gold foil. This is about a girl who is a necromancer, and she gets trained. So it's common for people to have like powers and witchy abilities and stuff in her world. However, they're referred to as Asha. However, Dark Asha are less common, and even less common than Dark Asha, because there are a few, are ones who are specifically bone witches, which means that they are necromancers. Now, Ashas all go to a school to be trained to be proper Ashas, and so our main character has to go to a school to learn. And this school, like, Ashas kind of remind me of geishas in the sense, like, they learn to dance and to sing and to entertain and stuff like that, and that's sort of what they do in school, as well as learning like self-defense and fighting and like how to control their powers and things like that. So I definitely liked it. Like, I was expecting something else. I don't know what I was expecting, but I definitely like it. I like that our main character is sort of an anti-hero type of main character, which is perfect for being a necromancer. The narration of this book is a little bit strange, because you have large chunks of it that are in the present and large chunks of it that are in the past, because somebody goes to the main character and is like, hey, I've heard some stories about you, can you inform me of like what's going on? And she's like, yes, I never thought I'd be here. And then she goes and jumps into her past and explains how she got to this point. But like, so you have current parts where she is just talking to the person, and so you see her doing something right throughout the whole book in her present self, and she's talking about her past, and then you jump to the past of her growing as a kid, as an Asha and stuff like that. So it has like, I don't know how to say, like, dual point of views that all revolve around the same girl, but at different points in her life. Well, two main points in her life. Her as the kid, the backstory part of her, and then her as an adult who's about to wage war on everybody. I thought it was good. It was definitely interesting to kind of like wait around and see like where she was going, where she was getting and stuff. And I definitely like books that have necromancers as main characters and not as like evil bad guys. So I liked it. The last one was, for an O, was to read a book that had dark in the title, and I read Outcast Volume 1, and the subtitle is like, I don't know, darkness or something. I don't know what the subtitle is. It has dark in the subtitle, therefore dark in the title. Outcast is about a guy who has a pretty shitty life because shitty stuff happens to him, and he starts to learn that the reason why his life is so crap is because he attracts demons to him, and that the demons have a plot to kind of take over Earth or something, and they keep coming and possessing people. And for whatever reason, this guy, whatever type of human he is or whatever special ability that he contains, he can exorcise people and release the demon from them. And it's like him trying to learn what he is, who he is, and what all of these demons want and what their final goal is. It does have a lot of content warnings like violence, assault, all these sort of things are going to happen. I don't think it's the most gratuitous in violence and all of that darkness in the comic itself, but it's definitely there, and it's definitely there, okay? It's definitely there. So if that's something that you don't really like, I would say go into it with open eyes. But if you like books that have like demons and stuff in it, then you might like this. It has like a really atmospheric art style as well. And that is it for Defense Against the Dark Arts. And actually, like two books that I read would count as dark arts. Like necromancy was counted as a dark art, and I'm sure demons are dark. So you know what? I was learning more about dark arts than Defense Against them, but that's probably what I would do in real life anyway. I've always been a curious person. So, yeah, I'd probably get myself murdered. Let's be honest. If you like what you're seeing here and you want to continue to see more, click all those bunnies down below, and goodbye, Internet.